Have you ever felt fear grip your heart so tight that you couldn't move forward? Maybe you wanted to take that step of faith, but fear whispered, "What if you fail?" Beloved in Lord Jesus, today's message is simple, yet life-changing. Choose faith over fear. In these next few minutes, we're going to uncover how faith overcomes fear, how mountains move when you believe, and how your story can change today. Stay till the end, because you're about to receive strength, courage, and hope in Jesus like never before. And I promise you, this one choice can reshape your destiny forever. Fear is loud. Fear tells you to freeze. Fear magnifies problems and minimizes possibilities. Fear makes you forget God's promises. Think about the Israelites at the Red Sea. The enemy behind, the sea in front. Fear screamed, "You're trapped." Fear always focuses on the obstacle, not the one who overcomes it. Fear paints the worst possible picture, making you believe the story is already lost. Fear thrives in uncertainty, whispering "what if" again and again. Fear blinds you to the miracles God has already done in your life. Fear tries to silence your prayers before they even leave your lips. Fear makes the night feel darker than it really is. Fear makes problems look bigger than God's power. But remember, fear is a liar because God has already written your victory.
Faith whispers, move forward anyway. One step of faith can shift everything. David had only a sling and a stone, but faith made giants fall. Peter walked on water, not because the storm was calm, but because his eyes were on Jesus. Faith doesn't remove the storm, it gives you courage to walk through it. Faith begins small, but grows when exercised daily. Faith reminds you that God is bigger than what you see. Faith opens doors that fear tries to lock shut. Faith sees opportunities where fear only sees obstacles. Faith is not about knowing every detail. It's about trusting God with every step. Faith tells you to step into the unknown, knowing Jesus is already there. Faith speaks life where fear speaks death. Faith chooses to believe the promise, even when the proof is missing. Jesus said, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move,' and it will move." Mountains of fear, mountains of doubt, mountains of sickness, mountains of financial struggle. Mountains can look permanent, but God says they are temporary. Mountains may block your view, but they can't block God's power. Mountains don't respond to tears, they respond to belief. Mountains remind you of your weakness, but faith reminds you of God's strength. Mountains may test you, but faith triumphs through them. No mountain is taller than the God who created the heavens. No mountain is stronger than the cross where Jesus won the victory. No mountain can stand forever when you command it in the name of Lord Jesus.
Every day, you face a choice, faith or fear. Faith looks at circumstances. Faith looks at Christ. Faith paralyzes. Faith propels. Your future depends on what you choose today. God never forces you. He invites you to trust Him. Choosing faith may feel risky, but it always leads to reward. Faith limits your potential, but faith unlocks your destiny. Even the smallest decision toward faith brings heaven closer to your life. Faith is a daily decision, not just a one-time event. Faith makes ordinary people do extraordinary things with God. When you choose faith, you step into the flow of God's miracles. Beloved in Lord Jesus, right now think of the fear you're battling. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's your future, maybe it's your family. Hold it in your heart, and now by faith, surrender it to Jesus. Whisper it, "Lord, I choose faith over fear." Imagine the weight lifting off your shoulders as you hand it to Him. Feel the peace that replaces the fear you once carried. Know that Jesus walks with you into the unknown. Believe that He is turning your test into a testimony. Declare aloud, "I am not controlled by fear. I am led by faith." Trust that what seems impossible for you is possible with God. Rest knowing His love casts out all fear. And never forget, your victory is already finished at the cross.
Beloved in Lord Jesus, remember this. Fear may roar, but faith declares victory. Fear says stop, but faith says step. Even mountains listen to belief. So today, choose faith over fear. If this message blessed you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to Lord Jesus for more faith-filled messages. Keep walking by faith, not by sight, because with Jesus, you are never alone. Stay strong, stay faithful, and keep choosing faith again and again.